Let's stick on roots for a second.
Oh,
I mean, how did it come up? I think it's so embedded in like a lot of mid school slash old school, even younger kids, maybe they know of the Roots jams.
yeah.
How did it originate? And yeah, tell me the story of the Roots jam.
Well, the story is like UGP was a disruptor in racing, like so every race we'd go to, we'd always try to do something kind of crazy, more outfits. Like we had like mechanics outfits, all tan with like, their names written on it, patches, because everyone had fancy uniforms and whatnot, or we did military uniforms and
No.
whatnot. But then that started leading to, we did a military tent in a whole booth. I found this place that did movie props, and I knew the guy worked because I got all this movie prop stuff for a military booth. Then we did a
Sick.
Hawaiian booth with hula girls and whatnot and Hawaiian outfits. Then we did, like, Ryan sure has a great story on this one, is we did a catfish shack. We all dressed up as hillbillies and we were drinking Southern Comfort and getting all crazy.
Hell
And
yeah,
Ryan has a
brother.
great dude, he's got a great story of like coming into there. And then that was our last. Then we decided, like, hey man, we've been doing this for a minute, man. Like because every race we'd all go to as a group, we'd go to whatever state it was, and as soon as the race was over with, we'd all go find the local ditch, pools, trails, etc. Go ride it. So everyone was in town. So I went and got like a couple ramps that I just bought from people, like 2 quarter pies, a box jump, and we went to the original Outspoken Bike Shop in Longwood, which is the first real core shop in Longwood, which is Mike Cottle. The Cottles are Mike Cottle still. I'm going next week to see Cottle, in
Sick.
Pittsburgh for Welcome Jam.
Yeah.
But yes, we did it there, and that was the first one. And we did it, and we're like, man, it wasn't anything crazy. I mean, and that's one thing I always tell people is do something with what you have, not with what you don't have.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, just doing is really powerful.
For real.
So
Yeah.
so we did that one, and it was so much fun, man. There's video footage out there. It's rad. You can see like, like Corey Nostagio, like launching the spine ramp to flat ground and like
Sick.
all this kind of shit. It was really, really fun. I remember that one, all of a sudden this truck drives up with a long trailer and a whole band on the trailer with ski mask on. And they just started raging metal. And then they
Sick.
played a song and then they left. We still have no clue who they were.
What the fuck?
So that Roots Jam.
A drive-by metal show and then get the fuck out? That's amazing.
So that Roots Jam, basically we stopped doing fun stuff at the race, and then the following year we went to this parking lot on the same road that the race was on.
Okay.
More near downtown. That was the second one. That was pretty fun. We had a car, and I remember standard dudes, like they were hacking with an atch, and like Pete Augustin was there, and like Sean Albright passed out because it was so fucking hot, and then
Yeah.
and that must have been 99, I think. And then I found about the fairgrounds, and I went and rented the fairgrounds, and I had the 2 pavilions. We had a middle section. We would go out there, and, like all the Boston crew, like Steve, Mark Reyna, Sean, dude, John from Skid Mark Ramps. Like we would just go there and just sleep at the fairgrounds and build ramps all night for a week.
Sounds like Swamp Fest.
I mean, a lot cleaner and nothing burning.
Yeah. But is the location fairgrounds? That sounds like where I've heard of a Swamp Fest being. Is that true?
No, it wasn't there, but that's still where the Orlando BMX track is.
Okay, gotcha.
It's in 2 locations, essentially the same spot. And that's why we did it there, because the race, it'd be Easter weekend, so the race was going on, and we did that there. So that was fun, man.
Yeah, dude.
That.
And
Roots,
just the fact that you like started it. Why is it called Roots? First of all,
because everything again was really corporate at the time, and there was like X Games was going and whatnot, and we wanted to offer a competition, but relax, because everything was competition based is like robot, right?
Intense.
So our idea was like, don't paint the ramps, leave them all wood color, but put logos on it, whatnot.
Yeah.
And that was really hard, man, because it would cost about $30,000, $30-something thousand back then to put on the event as we went through it. And we'd only charge each sponsor about $1,500 to sponsor it. And we would have to paint all those logos. We hand cut the stencils of everyone's logos, paint them on it, build all the ramps. Then I started getting to the point that I started learning about like renting empty semi-trailers. So we started putting all the ramps in trailers and taking away out the Kissimmee, parking them for the whole year. and bringing it back. Then we buy a little
Okay.
more wood, and
Yeah.
it kept getting. So by the 8th year, it was awesome. I looked around and I was like, this is so fucking rad.
It's
It's
so
done.
fucking rad.
I was like, it's done. I wanted to end it
On a
at a
high
high
note.
point, and it's cool because I think it was the right decision, because I still get monthly messages saying, "Oh, bring
Bring
Roots
Roots
back,
back.
bring Roots
Yeah.
back." I'm like,
Yep.
well, give me a sugar water sponsor, and we can definitely bring it back.
You say sugar water sponsor.
Yeah.
Reached the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you want to support me and the podcast, just subscribe and share the show with your friends. The full episode is in the description, so if you haven't, go check that out. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And the goal is just to grow. So if you could share the show with your BMX homies, that'd be dope. If anybody that you know that is a BMX nerd and would enjoy this podcast, do me that favor, and we'll keep all these clips coming and one episode every week. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.